This small area of rhododendrons is a distinctive feature of this part of the wood. Unlike in some other parts of the country, the bushes do not spread vigorously as the climate here is too dry and the soil insufficiently acidic. They slowly creep along the stream, so every so often we give them a chop to put them back in their place. After the bluebells have finished, these rhododendrons provide a spectacular display of pink flowers to provide a contrast to all the green. On the other side of the path is this pyramid of dead logs and branches sunk into the ground. This is a stag beetle pyramid. Stag beetles are spectacular looking animals, with the males being up to 75 millimeters or 3 inches long. The adults don't live long enough to eat, just to mate. You may see them throughout the summer in and around West Bergholt. However, stag beetles are not doing well. This is mainly because, to breed, they need dead wood and loose soil in woodland, particularly oak woodland such as this. And this habitat has been disappearing in recent years. This is why we've made several of these pyramids, which provide perfect conditions for the female beetles to lay their eggs. The larvae then remain underground, taking between 3 and 7 years to reach adulthood. And hidden away close by, along the banks of the little stream, are a few clumps of a flower that we saw back at the last stream, wood sorrel. On the other side of the path, you may also find some growing on a moss-covered log. This area is one of the only places in the wood where wood sorrel grows. And wood sorrel is yet another indicator of ancient woodland. The leaves have a sharp taste and were used to add flavour to salads and sauces. A tea can be made from them. Wood sorrel used to be grown in kitchen gardens for this purpose. However, because it contains oxalic acid, it should only be eaten in small amounts. The trefoil leaves, in threes, resulted in this plant being claimed as the magical Irish shamrock. Because wood sorrel often came into flower around Easter time, it was associated with joy, and one of its folk names was Alleluia. To reach the next location, follow the path through the wood as it turns right to join another path, where you should then turn left to continue heading in the original direction. The next location is on the path where the artificial boardwalk starts. The What 3 Words coordinates of this point are scrapping, brand, ranted. If you're here in mid-April, there's one more thing to look out for. About 40 metres before you reach the boardwalk, look out for this crabapple blossom on the left-hand side of the path. I always think that there's an ironic contrast between the gnarly old look of a crabapple tree and the beauty of its blossom, which is my favourite one. You can eat the apples, although they taste very tart. By far their most common use is to make crabapple jelly. Unlike the domestic apple, crabapple is a native UK species.